Officers, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to Southeast Asia Cold Chain Business Opportunity Seminar organized by Bureau of Foreign Trade MOEA and TAITRA and Taiwan Association of Cold Chain and Taiwan Association of Logistic Management. Let us welcome first of all Ms. Vanessa Chan from TAITRA. Vice President Fraser Lin from Taiwan Cold Chain Association. Chairman Leo Wang from Taiwan Association of Logistic Management. To begin with, let us welcome Director John from TAITRA to give us a remark. Vice President John and Leo Wang, Chair Wang, and ladies and gentlemen, and Rendon, and Mr. Hasanuddin Yasni, and ICCRO, Mr. Kevin Lim, experts, vendors, ladies and gentlemen, online and offline. Good afternoon. First of all, on behalf of TAITRA, welcome to join this seminar. And with the introduction of Age of Global Village and international labor distribution, and on the rise, and with the rise of the demands from pharmaceuticals and fresh foods, cold chain logistics has been very, very important these days due to the impact of COVID-19 and the traffic control and social distancing. Fresh foods has been entering our lives through e-commerce platforms and has a vital role to play, which also drives the development of the relevant cold chain logistics and relevant facilities. The cold chain industries worldwide is expected to reach a scale of $271.9 billion by 2020, and it is still on the rise. The Southeast Asia regions has enjoyed a rapid economic growth, which also drives the high demands of the local for food, including rice, chocolates, and fresh foods. Therefore, we here in Taiwan also plan to introduce cold chain industries with international service capacity to worldwide in the region as well. And today it is our honor to have speakers from Malaysia, in Vietnam, Indonesia to share their seasoned experiences on cold chain markets in Southeast Asian region for further business opportunities. First one is Mr. Kevin Lim from Integrated Cold Chain Logistics. ICCRO was established in 2006. It is an integrated logistic carrier that offers comprehensive supply management from temperature control, warehouse to logistics services for manufacturing processors, distributors, and food service providers and retailers. Mr. Lam has paid visit in person for 2 days last year for the Southbound Cold Chain Trade Meeting organized by TAITRA last year. And the second speaker is Mr. Tuong from Vietnam. And during the exhibition of Taiwan Expo in Vietnam 2019, TAITRA organized Smart Cold Chain Seminar. And we invited several vendors and individuals to come to our event for further collaboration opportunities with Taiwan and Vietnam. And for the Taiwan Expo in Vietnam this year, due to the pandemic impact, we also organized it on an online platform to continue to strengthening the exchanges between the both parties. and hopefully to introduce such successful model to more vendors in Vietnam and other neighboring countries in Asian region. And for Mr. Yasni from Indonesia, he also paid a visit to Taiwan for a relevant event last year, and hopefully to invite some technologies and individuals from Taiwan to introduce relevant technologies for cold chain. And unfortunately, it was deterred by the pandemic this year. And for the trade meeting this afternoon, we have we have 12 buyers from Vietnam, 9 buyers from Indonesia, 1 from Malaysia, which is our speaker, Mr. Lam. And here in Taiwan, we also have 19 premium suppliers in relevant industries for the latest state-of-the-art technologies available for you, and hopefully to provide excellent services for Southeast Asian regions. Last but not the least, wish you all healthy and happy and successful for the days to come. Thank you. Next, let us welcome Fraser Lin from Taiwan Cold Chain Association, Director John, and Leo Wang, Chairman Wang, and guests online and offline in relevant industries. Good morning. Thank you, TAITRA, for organizing such events for 5 countries, including Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, to talk on the cold chain industries. And COVID-19 has brought a huge impact to the worldwide. But the demand for cold chain and fresh food has been increasing and on the rise. So how to incorporate innovative technologies of cold chain to achieve the goals of energy efficiency and business continuity has been the focused area these years. And here in Taiwan, our cold chain logistic industry offers comprehensive solutions tailor-made to the needs from ground zero. What we have here in Taiwan is that we have advantage in technologies and cost effectiveness, and we have everything in hardware, but also offered in half of the price, about 60 to 70% only from Japan and America. Also, we have mature, sophisticated, and convenient stores available here in Taiwan. So we have different channels, online, offline, for delivery on the day. And the TCATE from Japan, taking roots here in Taiwan, is the manifestation of the logistic technologies in Taiwan has attained the global international level. So finally, we wish you a big success for the trade meeting today and a successful business in the days to come. Next, let us welcome Leo Wang from Taiwan Association of Logistic Management. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Leo Wang from Taiwan Association of Logistic Management. Thank you, the event organizer, to organize this Southeast Asia cold chain business opportunity seminars for all the participants online and offline. And as you know, we have experiences in cold chain industry for 30 years in Taiwan. And Also, in light of the demands arising from the COVID-19 impact, it is vital for us to incorporate cold chain industry into consideration, and the technologies and relevant knowledge here in Taiwan has been quite mature, like what the previous speakers just said. The convenience store here is quite convenient and matured, and thankfully today, with the help of TAITRA, our companies here in Taiwan can utilize and make good use of the network abroad to introduce our advantages and technologies and knowledges from Taiwan with regard to cold chain industry to meet the ever-increasing demands worldwide, and to collaborate with the players in Southeast Asia region to elevate the competitiveness of their products locally and join hands together for better businesses. And our association for the past 3 decades has been collaborating with international players, especially for Japan, from Japan, to introduce technologies, especially like for sashimi, to improve the facilities and technologies altogether, and to promote and to drive relevant technologies for cold chain industries in Southeast Asia region as well. Before we start the lectures, let us have all the distinguished guests, VIPs, to come to the stage to have a group photo together. And now please look at the camera. And thumbs up. Thank you, and please be seated. Now, let us begin the session today. It is our pleasure to have Mr. Lim, Managing Director of ICC Aero, to introduce us the landscape of cold chain industry in Malaysia. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mr. Lim, Managing Director of ICC Aero of Malaysia. First of all, it is our pleasure to be invited by TAITRA to join the 2020 Southeast Asia Cold Chain Business Opportunities Seminar today. Thank you. Today, I'd like to introduce you the trends here in Taiwan, in Malaysia regarding cold chain logistics. Currently, the trend is very prosperous, with great prospects and strong driver for relevant growth, thanks to the demands in logistics. The second thing is that the logistic carriers has been more and more interested in niche markets such as perishable fresh foods, and these areas enjoyed a healthy profit as a result. To create a better profit and economic impact, here we can see that the trade output in Malaysia, and therefore, because it's on the rise, so the demands for logistics is also on the rise. Starting from 2013, you can see the yellow bar here for the import. Yes, from the 139 billion on the rise, enjoying a 2.9% CAGR growth. You can see also the freight volume in Malaysia. You can see the freight volume also rise from 792 million to 901 million tons. And the recent trends are about 3PL and local logistic carriers. And in the event of COVID-19, currently in Malaysia, you can see the value chains in Malaysia. Across the value chains in Malaysia, we have different players. So in the few years that follow, we'll have some integration. And within the 5 years, we have two major trends. And so basically, one is large integrated players to integrate all logistic players. The second one is niche market players, such as the cold chain industry players. Here, you can see the cold chain logistic players for perishable products and pharmaceuticals, because in these areas there are fewer competitors. So, especially for drugs, pharmaceuticals, from 2 billion and it's still on the rise for about 5% CAGR growth from 2015 to 2020. And for the agricultural business sector, it also has enjoyed about 6% of CAGR growth. And for pharmaceutical, it's about 10% as well. So here you can see in Malaysia, the users are only 47% of Malaysian users outsource their cold chain logistic function to 3PLs. And thanks to the higher profits and interest in niche markets, so there are fewer competitors actually. And the cold chain infrastructure and facilities will also come with a higher cost in relevant products as hardware as well. The facilities, the cost for facilities in cold chain is about 3 times of the normal logistic services as well. Here you can see the contract from the United Nations. We have reached about 1.6 billion for the 2019 last year. Due to the impact of COVID-19, the consumers' behaviors are changing these days. Starting from this March, the COVID-19, the MCO here in Malaysia is basically the policy of lockdown, city lockdown in Malaysia, which propels consumers to purchase online instead. And most of them, the products they bought was vegetables, accounting for 89%, meat 78%, and fruits 70%. You can see these are strong factors that drive the rapid growth of cold chain logistic industry. The impact of COVID-19 to logistics is immense. A lot of companies have shut down because of that, and many individuals also lost their jobs. And the shortage of labor and input supplies also reduce the crop production and household consumption. So, the discontinuation of logistics would also rise or limit the options for smallholder farmers for better price markets. The Asia, especially across Asian, the developing countries facing significant food security challenges impose measures for containing COVID-19 that directly and indirectly impact the agri-food supply chain. Here in Malaysia, the Malaysian government has asked critical industries, including food and retail, to maintain operation under special terms and conditions, which include utilizing a maximum of 50% of regular workforce. In most of the countries, government has ordered closure of food service provider, which also increasing the demand for a cold chain transportation to ensure the safety and quality of the food transported. In summary, we can see from what I just shared, these are the summary. Here in Malaysia, the logistic industry will be more focused on niche markets, especially for a cold chain industry, because it enjoys a higher profits in such area, especially for pharmaceuticals and drugs. So the growth for a cold chain industry is expected to grow by 10 to 15%. The second thing is the expectation for consolidation and integration vertically and horizontally, both for logistics and e-commerce players, particularly in the CEP and cold chain segments. A lot of businesses are focusing on investing smart warehousing and distribution centers because of the rising demands there. With all these factors, the e-commerce market is expected to grow at a CAGR of 11%, supported by the development of DFTZ, and the CEP market is expected to grow in tandem at a CAGR of 50%. So that's all for my sharing today. I hope it can inform you well. And finally, thanks again for the organizer and the staff for the event. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Lam from Malaysia. Next, let us welcome Nguyen from Vietnam to give us a lecture.
I would like to present the presentation made by VLA. Next. My presentation consists of 4 parts. The presentation is on development status, trends of cold chain in Vietnam. Part 1, introduction to Vietnam Logistics Business Association. Next. First of all, I would like to introduce our association, the Vietnam Logistics Business Association. The association was set up in 1993 as the Vietnam International Freight Forwarding Association. Short name is VFAS. And in 1999, we became the member of ASEAN Freight Forwarding Association, and in 1994 we became the member of TAITRA. In order to meet the development of logistics in Vietnam, in 2013 our association was renamed to Vietnam Logistics Business Association. And with this new name, the association has developed very fast in recent years. For the time being, by the end of September 2020, we have 450 members, including the companies providing the freight forwarding, transport, integrated logistics, warehousing, stevedoring, distribution. Particularly, we also offer custom brokerage, delivery service, and other service, all in 17 logistics service. Next. I would like to come to the number 2, cold chain logistics. Next. As you know that cold chain logistics can identify as shown in the screen. Logistics plus handling plus temperature, temperate control, equivalent cold chain logistics. And logistics in cold chain including transportation, forwarding, warehousing, and other value-added service, including warehouse and cold storage. Next. Main items required for temperature control in Vietnam, including fresh and seafood, meat, fruit, and vegetables, dairy products, beverage, and pharmaceutical items. The cold storage market in Vietnam started about 20 years by now. The first commercial cold warehouses was built in 1996, as you know. Next. Number 3, cold storage design capacity. Next. By figure in 2018-2019, we have 48 cold warehouses with the capacity 600,000 pallets in the whole country, of which 36 warehouses in the south and 1 warehouse in the central and 11 warehouses in the north. The total warehouse you can see in the north, in the central, in the south on the screen. The main cold chain suppliers concentrate in the south due to customers' high demand. A number of VOA members have developed a cold chain system in the entire country, such as Transimac, General and Saigon Newport. Next. And in here you can see the ownership of the warehouse in Vietnam, the cold warehouse in Vietnam. Foreign owned 48%. They have a high quality facilities and professional management team. Second group is for local companies. The local ownership account 24%. This cold chains is simple design facilities, do not have a professional team, and lower occupation rates, lower price. different with the foreign oil. They have a high occupation rate, high price. The third group is logistics company. We also have own 14%. We try to provide a full service for existing logistics clients. And the last but not least, account 14%. They are small independent cold storage. As you know that almost cold storage obtain high occupation rates of up to 90%. The cold storage are owned by by 4 categories as mentioned above. And about 80% of the cold storage are filled up mainly for exports. Next, please. Cold warehouses new built and put into operation in the north in 2019 include the Thang Long Cold warehouse in Nguyen province with capacity of 12,000 pallets, and SK Cold warehouse in Nguyen too, with the capacity of 10,000 pallets. They are very active in the north market. Next, please. And in here, I would like to present you the, for the time being, there are available over 700 cold trucks and about 450 wagons moving cold containers. From here, you can see that we are short of cold chain transport facilities you may invest in. Next. Number 4, I would like to present you the potentials of seafood and fruits for export in Vietnam, where we can cooperate to develop. Next. Next. As you know that Vietnam exports seafood to 165 markets around the world. Vietnam has 612 standard scale processing factories, of which 461 are qualified for export to EU, accounting for 75%. Vietnam's seafood production in 2018 was 7.74 million tons and export reached 8.9 billion US dollars, accounting for 8 to 10% of Vietnam's total export turnovers. By this figure, you can see seafood production and seafood cold warehouse are developing in Vietnam, and we need the cooperation from your side. Besides the seafood, we have a fruit export, and Vietnam ranked third in the region after the Philippines and Thailand. The total fruit tree area of Vietnam is currently over 924,000 hectares, with a total output of over 10 million tons a year. And you know that Mekong Delta is the main fruit tree area, accounting for 50% of the total area and 60% of the country fruit production. However, the activities of harvest, sorting, and packing fruits are mainly conducted manually. So we need technology here. Another issue is equipment and technology for preserving fruits are insufficient and weak, such as lack of chilled storage, air conditioning, and related machineries. The rate of post-harvest losses is still high than 40%, resulting in high costs, not to mention causing the environmental pollution and fisheries are between 25 to 30%. And you see, we have a potential capacity for the cold chain system in Vietnam. And there are a lot of rooms for you, the cold chain people in Taiwan and in other countries, to invest in developing the service in Vietnam. Next. I would like to present the needs for developing Vietnam cold chain. And this is an area we need your cooperation. Next. Number one, Vietnam is in desperate need for developing a good cold chain system to meet the needs of export, import, and domestic consumption. We need the advanced management technology and high quality operating human resource. And this is an area we can have more cooperation with overseas investors. And particular, besides technology, we need to develop the high quality human resources for this sector. Number three, foreign investment in developing the cold chain, cold storage go hand in hand with developing the refrigerated transport facilities with high technologies are welcome. And you can see in the earlier I mentioned, we are short of transport facilities for cold goods and for the cold chain system. So we have a lot of area that cooperation with the local enterprises is highly encouraged. And you are most welcome to come and do business, do investment in Vietnam in this area. Next. And I have shortly covered the status of development of the cold chain storage in Vietnam. And I would like one day our members can welcome and see you in Vietnam to do business, or to see you in Taiwan. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
感谢 Mr. 等的介绍。接着，印尼冷链协会主席 Mr. Yasni 将向大家
Next, Mr. Yasni to introduce us the trends and landscape from Indonesia.
Hope we are always healthy in this pandemic COVID-19 situation. Thank you, we say, to Taiwan External Trade Development Council, Taiwan Cold Chain Association, Taiwan Association of Logistic Management, event organizers, and all audiences at this event. On this opportunity, allow us to explain about the condition of the Indonesia cold chain industry, how our future programs and any business opportunities can be cooperated with foreign investors, especially Taiwan. Let us check one by one of the following slides. Next, the first part is the overview of the cold chain industry application that dominates its utilization by end users according to the production of national fresh products. Our country, Indonesia, always follows the global cold chain commitment that efficient application of cold chain will produce good food security for a country. Some key points that must be attention are that 13% of food loss is caused by failure to apply cold chain. By improving the value that can be calculated, it can give to 950 million of population and more than 1,600 million tons of food waste every year could be decreased. Examples, 63% comes from developing countries, and for Indonesia, reaches 40%. Next. To meet demand on national frozen food of 33.5 million tons annually, the players cold chain logistic industry continues to install the new one and repair the logistic strategic location if it installed well connected with infrastructure distribution. In 2019, the cold storage use is 9.9 million tons, or equivalent 30% if there are no technological constraints and old panel operating in cold storage, we can reach 34%. We share significant cold storage users based on the types of products are fishery, horticulture, poultry, chicken, dairy products, red meat, and pharmacy. National cold storage mapping is very timely. 32% from the national total are in the greater area of Jakarta and West Java. Java Islands dominates 58%. As a maritime and archipelago country, production mapping of fresh products, as noted, 62% of fisheries product come from east part of Indonesia, like Sulawesi, Maluku, and Papua. And for horticultural and chicken products, as noted, 62% from west part of Indonesia, Java and Sumatra. This is the future challenge, how the delivery can support mutual aid to the different destinations, and commodity prices can be impressed. Fisheries commodities as part of the Commodity of Exchange National Program with the procurement of national standard warehouse receipt are completed. Next, our new rental cold logistic are 3PLs that can provide inbound, storaging, and outbound increase in the number in the past 3 years. Cold storage of fishery is exceeded in number that prior to dominate before. The strategic location to be the 3PL's choice are the island of Java, especially the greater Jakarta area. The commodities that are filling the 3PL cold rooms are chicken meat, dairy products, red meat, fish, horticulture, and pharmacy. Next, the second part is about the development of our national cold chain industry. We will try to explain the local players and joint venture in building the cold chain infrastructure. How is the development of national cold logistic in the last 3 years? Indonesia cold logistic are still growing. In 2019, they can grow up to 5.8%. But in this year, because of the pandemic situation, the growth only 2.6% or year-on-year down 40%. For river truck manufacturing, at the pandemic situation of this year is too hard, even if there is still a little growth. In the 2019 increase at 26% from the previous year, but currently only about 5% or year-on-year down 70%. How about the development of new installation of insulated panel? The local manufacture of insulated panel, by year-on-year, the average production adds up in compared last year. This is due to past year's project orders that was delayed and installed this year in condition. Also to the installation of cleaning room and storage in the pharmaceutical sector that was shocked in response to the urgent need of vaccine storage. This year predicted to increase 8% year-on-year. Next, until 2019, the position of National Court Logistic support is still enough. That the total of fresh production can be covered 30% because of the preference of frozen food only around 27.5%. But in the current pandemic situation, with the predicted frozen food demands to reach 37.4%, all cold logistic demands are overloaded. This makes a challenge ahead for the Indonesia cold chain industries. Next, our government has been supporting the Industrial Development Program 4.0. In the last 2 years, private companies that are activated in the logistics and storage industries welcome this program. Some of the digital industries that enter as the marketplace concern enjoy this lucky business. Online order demand increased sharply, but still a more complete system is needed, especially for frozen food, B2C, business to customer orders that are very limited with distance and time of delivery. It is necessary to review the infrastructure details to make a well application of Industry 4.0. This 4.0 industry will also be a national food security support and national logistic system program. The province of Jakarta can be the first province which food security infrastructure will be completed with the smart logistics program. Next, this is what we are preparing the supply chain connectivity infrastructure. How to be well connected from first mile to last mile, especially to reduce food loss at distribution and market critical points, as well as handling and storage. Remaining guidelines to the temperature control delivery is set by cold chain industries involved to build the network. Next, there are 5 investment pillars that need a joint venture business and need to be developed. There are seaport, 4-wheel or more land transportation, and also function as pre-cooling or storage transit, land transportation with railway mode to solve traffic jam, a good storage with having a good control temperature management system, and a distribution center which is also function as a buffer stock and supplying various types of consumer markets. All of this must support the full end-to-end cold chain infrastructure. Next, how can we, between Indonesia and Taiwan, make a good cooperation following is our approach. Collaboration can be done through some completing approaches, either for education of cold chain business or mutual benefitable business opportunities. Education through training or other approaches are about smart logistic, warehouse management system, cold parcel delivery standards, post-harvest loss and food safety, then investment opportunities in creating a profitable business collaboration that is automation system, data logger, monitoring system, smart logistic, modern distribution center, and smart retailer. For the collaboration model can be elaborated together by ordering the priority scale. Last but not least, we, Indonesia Cold Chain Association, together with Krista Media Pratama, would like to host All Indonesia Refrigeration Technology Virtual Expo on next 8 to 13 of December 2020. Please welcome and enjoy our virtual expo. That I will provide presentation as for consideration materials to all attendants as well as business relationship who want to collaborate in the future. Thank you so much for the attention and healthy greetings always to us all.
谢谢 Mr. Yasni 的分享。
Thank you, Mr. Yasni, for the sharing. Thanks for the speakers from Malaysia, Vietnam, and Indonesia for the very informative knowledge. That's all for the seminar of this morning session. And this afternoon, we'll also have trip meetings. Please be on time to attend the business meeting and trip meetings in this afternoon session. And also, we have survey available online for you to fill out. Please fill out the questionnaire. And also, please follow us on social media, including Facebook, for updates and the latest information from TAITRA and relevant business. That's all for today. Thank you for listening and attending.